It's time to go clubbing, bitch. Get up. What's up, everyone? My name is Hallie, and this is your ultimate guide to clubbing, getting exactly what you want while doing the absolute least. How may you ask? I will show you. So everyone loves going to the club unless you're boring, so I figured I'd make this video as kind of a guide. I'm the kind of person that loves to go out, but I really don't feel like spending a lot of money. It's just like being bougie, but also being a cheapskate. Kind of an oxymoron, but it works. So that means I want the best things and zero of the expenses. Who wouldn't? I feel like that's most of us. Well, that's why I'm here. I live in Miami and we party pretty hard. There's always something going on. The nights at the clubs can be really expensive. A drink at some of my favorite clubs is like $18. $18. That's a meal on Uber Eats, and I don't know about you guys, but my priority is food. Alcohol, you can always finagle away for free. That's what's most important, is that you have a good time and you spend as little money as possible. Who are you flexing for? So we're gonna start with the basics before you leave to go out. Preparing to go out for the club is basically making sure future you has the easiest time possible. Things that you can do to prepare would be fill up a bottle of water, make sure that your bed is made and that your room is clean, because you'll feel much less of a mess if you come home to a clean room. Also, I find it helpful to think about what I want to order after I get home from the club. Depending on what area you live in and what time you return from the club, different types of food are going to be open. Nothing is worse than getting home from the club and realizing the food that you wanted to order is unavailable. I've actually shed a few tears a couple times when that's happened to me. If you've never been to the club before, you need to make sure you do some research. First, find out the prices of drinks, because that's going to determine how much alcohol you need to sneak in. Some people get lucky enough to only pay $4 to $5 for a drink, but that only happens in middle America. And you know, we should give them that because that's really all they have. But if you're from a big city, you know how expensive that drink struggle is going to be. So this is how you prepare. You ask around, you find out how strict security is. Some security guards pat down men and not women. Some do the opposite. You need to make sure you're prepared, because whoever doesn't get pat down is the person that needs to sneak the alcohol in. My personal favorite way of sneaking alcohol into a club would be using one of these guys. You can stick it anywhere. That's why I like it. You could also be old school and use a hard flask, a water bottle if you're feeling really creative, or tampon flasks. See, I don't really like tampon flasks because I don't think they're that effective. When I went to this festival one time, I snuck in like 5 tampon flasks and it barely even gave me a buzz. Which leads me to my next point. Be honest with yourself about your alcohol tolerance. If you know that you drink really heavy, you need to prepare for that, because tampon flasks aren't gonna work for you, my friend. You can also gauge how much money you're gonna spend based on the crowd of people you're going with. When I'm going with my extra wild friends, I know I'm gonna have to drink a lot because they're gonna force me to. However, if I'm going with people that are a little bit more boring, I'll probably drink a lot just to keep them interesting. So either way, I'm drinking a lot, and that's how I know I need to sneak alcohol in. You see what I did there? So this next point is a little bit more for the girls, but I think that it applies to guys as well. Your outfit is essential to making sure your night goes as smoothly as possible. If you're going to a club that checks bags, your outfit needs to be able to smuggle your alcohol. And guys, make sure that it looks like a bowl. That's all I'm saying. Be honest with yourself. If you know you're hot enough to get invited to a table based on your outfit, then dress like it. Fucking go for it and show them what you're made of. A little tip one of my friends told me that I think is honestly iconic. Go to the bar and order a club soda. A guy will come up and talk to her, ask what she's drinking. She'll say gin and tonic. He buys her a gin and tonic when she never even had one to begin with. I find that to be honestly one of the coolest things I've ever heard. But I will admit one thing, I don't let guys buy me drinks. I don't have the patience to pretend to like you. I just really can't fake my emotions. When I was in college, I asked my friends why no guys ever buy me drinks. My one friend said, "Oh, you don't know? You go to the club already blacked out. You buy yourself 2 vodka Red Bulls. A guy looks at you, tries to talk to you. You look over at us and you go, it's not worth it." Know how hard you dance at the club. If you know you dance really hard and sweat a lot, don't wear something with super thick fabric. Also, if you know that you're gonna be dropping it low and throwing that ass back, you really shouldn't be wearing a dress or a skirt. I'm exhausted. This shit takes a lot of energy. Also, this is a little tip that a lot of you need to hear and really don't want to, and that is fucking hydrate, you idiots. One of the tips I have for staying hydrated when going out is making sure to drink a lot of water before, buying one water bottle at the club, and then refilling it in the bathroom all night. Oh, I know a lot of you think tap water is disgusting, but you know what's more disgusting? The ambulance ride to the hospital, because let's be real, none of you have health insurance in 2019. So as you can see, there is a whole lot that goes into going clubbing. It's an extreme sport and it needs to be treated as such. I hope you guys enjoyed my guide to the club. It was a lot of fun to make. You can subscribe if you want because I'm gonna have more content coming, but if not, that's totally okay. Not everyone can have good taste. I'll see you guys soon.